Today is Monday, March 2nd, just after 1 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. Brazilian time, 6 p.m. UTC for our Euros on the other side of the pond. What is up, boys? How was your weekend?
What up? What's going on?
Crazy weekend,
Let's
right?
see. Crazy weekend.
Absolutely insane. I was saying to someone, as a person who is not a supporter of war in my Unk age, my Unk era, I looking at the last couple events, the new era, like U.S. military, is pretty fucking scary, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. You saw how much
Just in
artillery
and out, no
planes they
bullshit.
moved?
We kidnapped the president of a country without anyone dying on our side, and now I don't even know how many of the military leaders. There was like a whole fucking pyramid.
After another, dude.
It's,
Yeah, one after another.
Yeah, it's a lot of them, and they keep getting more, and they keep getting the replacement guys too.
with no humans on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's,
that's the other crazy
all
part.
Unmanned
F-35,
aircraft, missiles, and fucking planes.
the F-35. Remember, people were fudding that plane when it was being built, that it's a waste of money.
Why?
Because they were saying it's too bulky, and the fact that it won't do good in what's it called, like dogfights, like jet to jet, that it makes it not good. But it's like fucking extremely long range, total dominance kind of fucking surface to ground platform. And you still have what are these, the F-16s still, or
Yeah.
you still have the best jets for dogfights anyway.
That's
And these
crazy?
countries always they don't know how to use their equipment. They might have some jets from like Russia or something, but they fucking lose their air force in the first day.
That video sounds pretty funny.
How with the Kuwaiti?
Thank you for helping us.
But they're just testing live, dude. They never. When have they practiced
Everything
hitting something that fast?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing but practice.
And Russia is being humiliated in their 3-day operation that's taken 4 years, while America is taking down their allies one by one.
And now in retaliation, they are just attacking our allies.
Iran, yeah.
How long do you think this goes on for? I see some doomers saying that. Well, number one of the funniest narratives I see is that we're spending too much, and they're gonna just keep doing things until we've spent we're spending until we've spent more money than we're willing to fight in the war. And because their missiles and rockets cost them we'll say 30 grand to build, and then our defense interception missiles and stuff cost $1 million to $3 million to build.
That's the argument with Israel and the Iron Dome. The rockets that Hamas was sending cost them $100 to build. It's literally scrap, and they would still use missiles that cost 6 or 7 figs to shoot them down. So it's America has infinitely more resources compared to that.
I don't think people remember that we just print our own money.
Like the amount of time it took for like America to waste too much money in Afghanistan was like 20 years, like with troops and bases on the ground. Like there's no way that it reaches that. It's just
Yeah,
not.
I've thought it was kind of funny hearing these different like mental gymnastic narratives on.
Yeah, like it took a decade or two to like really waste a lot of money, and even that was like in the grand scheme, it's like completely recoverable for America. Like the spending on wars is not even like 10% of the actual cause of death and spending, right?
Yeah.
So it's like this will be negligible.
Well, in other news, we didn't talk about this, but being that it might be because Denton wasn't here, but Denton, did you see last week that some lady, I'm trying to think who she worked for, Salesforce maybe or something, had like 200,000 like of her emails wiped, and it like kept wiping stuff and wouldn't listen.
Meta. She's like a security lady at Meta, right?
So
Yep.
one in charge of AI security, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Deleted everything of her.
Dude. Some people are just really good at getting like into these positions with just like, I don't know, like their interview and social skills. Like I don't know how someone like it's obviously not like an experienced like engineer who should be in that position. Like why would they give a random person like authority to be in charge of like security? Like you should be extremely experienced with like a million certs to be in charge of security for a company like that.
I was telling DK and Lumio that like I think that like backend and cloud dev is like one of the only dev jobs that's kind of safe. Because like you're the one who's managing all the secrets, you're the one that's handling all the backend services. Like you need to rotate keys and be handling like
I mean, yeah, you can pivot to be like a cybersecurity consultant.
But like every like project, like not every project will have one, but like every project should still have a backend like cloud guy. You don't want Claude inputting your environment variables.
a cloud guy and a cloud guy.
Yeah, you need that's all you need nowadays. You just need a Claude guy and a cloud guy.
Yeah, you can code anything with those two things.
Yeah, you need one idea maximalist and one cloud guy
to
make sure that the retard coming up with the ideas doesn't leak any secrets.
Yeah. I noticed it's still like Claude is not good at making like 3D models.
No, there are like plugins, MCPs, and skills you can use that will help you do that. You need to you need to plug into like fucking Blender or use Remotion. There's a few other ones.
I'll see.
I'll send you some plugins that I've seen that'll help you do it.
It's interesting. If it can do that,
on this like AI thing, I met when I was in Denver. I ran into. Do you remember our old auditors, Arbitrary Execution?
Mm-hmm.
They were we'll say gray hats that used to sell vulnerabilities, and some of their clients were different government agencies. So we always laughed about that like they were really just feds like snooping around DeFi. but one of the girls that worked for them, she now works with a company called Octane, who they also do security. But they are like an AI powered audit security firm. And they just uncovered some pretty big like Ethereum bug, I want to say. Let me find it. Last week, artificial intelligence was blamed for writing buggy crypto software. This week, it was credited with finding a bug before it could be exploited. Octane Security, a self-described AI native security firm, said on Wednesday its AI tools found a high severity bug in Nethermind, software that runs the Ethereum blockchain. Nethermind fixed the bug before it could be exploited. Nearly 40% of Ethereum validators use Nethermind, and an exploit could have caused them to miss blocks,
Jesus.
affecting Ethereum's liveliness and availability. One of the highest stakes demonstrations yet of AI-led vulnerability research. And this AI dramatically accelerated vulnerability research, bug hypothesis, exploit verification, and production grade reports can now happen 10x faster. Octane's announcement comes just 5 days after AI firm Anthropic rattled security stocks with a new security tool that scans code bases for security vulnerabilities and suggests targeted software patches for human review. Let's see. Yeah, well, I thought it was pretty cool because I had heard of Octane, just like seeing them on Twitter here and there, like, you know, their posts or people posting about them. But I didn't really pay any mind to it because I'm like, oh, you know, like when it comes to security, I don't know if it's something you really want to like be leaning on AI for. It's fine to use AI with it, but like I made a joke today when someone said like it's going to be hard to go back to Claude from Codex, but like, you know, just I feel like it's one of the small ways I can kind of like put my money where my morals are. It was like the gist of it. And so I replied, I'm like, just have Claude edit the code or audit the code that it produces. Then after it's done, ask it to audit the audit. And then once it's done doing that, ask it to audit the audit's audit. You should be good.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's crazy. Like if you if you ever have it just like if you ever have Claude just write something out just in your inflow state, and you're like, oh dude, yeah, I mean, I one-shotted it in a session. Like I guarantee you there are fucking holes, bugs, security issues all throughout the fucking thing. You like legit need to. I was taking it and I was having Codex. I'd have Claude audit its code. Then I'd have it fix it. Then I would take the code and I would have Codex audit the code base. And then I would bring that back to Claude and then bring it back to Codex before I was like done. Because I just don't trust like anything that it fucking produces.
Does it ever say there's no problems?
Never.
Eventually?
Well, I've gotten it to where like it's been down to 1 or 2 and they're like, you know, really small things that you don't need to worry about. So I have gotten it to where there's no like, you know, critical things being found or high severity, medium severity.
It's crazy
But
how
it'll
many
always find
things
something.
you know? It's crazy how many things it does like that that are like critical.
I think that's where retail's getting screwed here. Like downloading it, playing around, sure, and then they're like, okay, access my home network, my cameras, my mail, my, you know, manage my credit card statements for me and all this shit, and it's just not like it doesn't have safeguards. I don't know the right word.
No,
like
Marty,
it just runs wild.
If you want to use it, it's ready for like not public where I have like fucking thousands of people downloading this thing and using it, but it's definitely ready for like close friends to play with it. It's been stable for about half a week. And the one that I built does that. It doesn't let you, it doesn't allow it unless you set the permissions to. It does have like a autonomous, like, you know, unguarded mode. But by default, if you choose supervised mode, it will act like a regular like assistant. And you can go into its config files and you can give it approved like file paths. So it will only be able to like peruse around autonomously or with your permission in the folders that you've given it permission to do so in. And I tested it without even like, you know, trying to test it the other day. I asked it to go and look at another like local folder that I had to like pull some of the security, the pre-commit like security flows that I have. And it said that it would do it. And then it came back like 10 seconds later and said that it couldn't do it because of its like restrictions, you know, and if I wanted it to, that I had to go and like reconfigure, restart it, and it would be good to go. And I was also having it write like an article at the time about what it could do. So then it referenced that. It was like, oh, look, like, my the story writes itself. You asked me to go and like grab some information, and my security system like stopped me from doing that. Because that was my biggest problem with, I guess, like the OpenClaw stuff. When I looked at it, I was like, why do I want something that just has like full access to everything that I loaded on? And sure, like you can, obviously for most people who are very heavy into this, they're buying separate machines or they're running it on separate machines. But the reality of it is that people want an assistant that runs on their local machine, on the one that they're using all the time. They want it to be able to easily access their notes, their mail, maybe, or their, certain local code bases that they have. And there are ways to do that, obviously, without giving it just full unrestricted access. So I was like, why not build one that actually cares about security?
No, and then they have I got a promo email from Alibaba Cloud, and they were
Yep.
like, "Oh, you can do it for like 99 cents a month or whatever." And just on a rented machine, virtual machine. Is there any use case in doing that, or you really think people just want it on their local device? And like, has anybody created like a product like, oh, this
No, I
not
definitely
like
think
yours,
there's
like one that's for
like,
sale?
I think yeah, people have done that. I think there's definitely like PMF for people running hosting services and hosting and updating private servers for people. A friend of mine did that with Urbit back when Urbit had its first, like, I won't say its first, when it had its second kind of like attention gravity moment. And a lot of people were wanting to set up planets. And it's not, their documentation is like super esoteric. At least it used to be. I haven't looked at it in years, but it used to be like made for people that were Urbit people, like that's like the best way to describe it. Like you had to be really, you couldn't just be a regular guy who's like, oh dude, owning all my own data, self-sovereign OS and, computer system. Like this sounds great. Let me download it. Like it has its own languages. It's the docs are written in like in a different language, not literally, just like, because you don't know what anything is. And that's obviously intimidating for people. So like, what is one of the bridges that a software company like that can do to make it easy for people to onboard when they're interested and they want to use a product? It's take the hosting out of it so that they don't have to go through using their terminal, setting things up locally, possibly fucking shit up. So yeah, I've seen a few different sites that offer hosting for OpenClaw, and some of them, don't do updates, just they host it for you and it is what it is. Other people, like, you pay monthly and they guarantee, like, it's always up to date, all your data is backed up, blah 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 blah. So they set up security settings for you. So yeah, I don't think I should have said that differently. Like, it's not about like people, not everyone is going to want to run it on their own device, but everyone wants to have a personal assistant that has access to their local devices.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if Siri just worked.
Yeah, Siri is terrible. Like, dude, the voice.
Yeah, like, what are you guys doing?
On that? It's so bad. I will, and sometimes I don't know why I looked at like what the names were, but I'll tell it to call like my son, and it will ask me if I wanted to call my brother-in-law, and it does it.
Yeah.
It literally does it every fucking time. And like their names they don't even sound alike, other than them both starting with the same letter.
Yeah. Come on.
Have you been using it like on your own machine, like either the agent you made or OpenClaw?
The agent that I made is running, well, the like runtime is on my laptop that I build tons of shit with.
I kind of like with OpenClaw, I don't even like really want like an agent to like manage my files or whatever. I want literally like an agent.
Researcher and
like something that's working for you constantly.
But that's the thing. Like, don't you want it built? Like, I do most of my development locally, and then I'll push things to GitHub once I like feel like they're in a decent spot. And so yes, I know that I could set up a bot on a server of its own or its own device. I could SSH into it and give it access to do things. But it's like there are a ton of extra steps in that. I could just run it on my computer and give it restricted access, but enough access to do the things I wanted to do where I wanted to do it. I can whitelist or blacklist certain types of terminal commands so that it can only do certain, actions. It's fully customizable in that sense.
I mean, honestly, I could use both, like, because I don't mind setting up a separate machine. I mean, I've always tinkered with computers with stuff like this, but I also don't mind having one on my own machine. Like,
And that's the thing,
fine.
like you don't need a Mac Mini to fucking
Yeah.
run the one that I built.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know why people think that they need like. But even my buddy, oh, I'm gonna go spend $8,000 on a studio, and I'm like, what?
dude, I'm running it on
You run
my
this-
old Mac. It's not old. It's but it's an
but
M1. Like,
$800
M1
used computer, $600.
I think it was the first. It might be. No, it is a 16. I think it was the first MacBook Pro of these
M1.
models they did in a 16-inch.
Yeah, M1.
But yeah, M1. Like, not. I didn't like fully spec this one out or anything.
Oh, muted.
Oh, he muted.
Yeah, give me one sec.
That got that dog in him.
Yeah, I don't think I mean, it's fun to like mess around with extra computers on my network. I've always liked IT shit like this. I mean, that's how I got into mining crypto in back in the day. And the Mac Minis are cheap for the base model. It's like a lot
600 or
cheaper than
something?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah,
it's
don't get me
cheaper than the
wrong.
same kind
Like,
of laptop.
I definitely think Mac Minis are some of the best like bang for your buck. Like,
Yeah,
even before all the OpenClaw stuff, you could find me shilling Mac Minis.
600 bucks, right? 599, 600.
Yeah, you can
it's
get
$699, I think.
yeah, for the just like base model, it's like $700.
Yeah,
And it fucking like absolutely mogs like any other regular fucking PC. You can't even build a regular PC for $700.
Not now.
Yeah,
not
and
because
they're
of
not
these
even-
AI slot videos.
they're not even skimping on the RAM. It's 16 gigs, right? They could
Yeah,
have made it
it has
last.
the new ones have a neural net in them, like I'm trying to. It's slightly smaller, I
Dude.
think, than like.
You know what's funny? You could literally get a Mac Mini and like a portable monitor that's like $50, and
That's what I have.
Like, that's
I
your
bought it
laptop.
off Amazon.
Like you could travel with that. Like that's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
laptop.
Dude, in 2021 or 2022 something, my friend Mark, I was telling him that I was like, the studios for my house and the minis for when I travel, because you just toss the mini in your backpack, and I have this portable monitor that's like it's maybe like a 18 or 20-inch monitor, and it just looks like a giant iPad. It has like a leather
Mhm.
case thing that goes around it.
Yeah,
When I get somewhere, I just unfold the case.
it's lighter than a laptop, and it's cheap.
Yep. So yeah, that's what I did with that. When I had a very unique rig setup, I used a Raspberry Pi and then like a Pi display to show like the temperatures and all my GPU stuff. And if you were just using the terminal and interacting with that, you could do that. Like, you don't need really anything. Like in regards to like high specs for a monitor, like you just need something to be able to interact with it.
Yeah, I have like $110, like 16 or whatever, 15-inch portable, just USB-C. I bring that on longer trips where I maybe need another screen for work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Denton, Chap is running on my daily laptop, one that I use for almost everything. It's blacklisted from accessing any extensions in my browser other than the Claude extension. It's the only one that's whitelisted to it. It's blacklisted from like doing a ton of like grep and sudo and just shit like that, like from terminal. It's restricted right now to 2 folders. Like, it can only work in 2 folders because I'm just using it as a secondary agent to like work on features for like little side projects and stuff. Like, I'm having to do research and build out Hyperliquid support for Coziest tools right now. And like, I just have them do things like that. It's like, I'm not a retard. I can delete my own emails. Okay. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
when I take my 2 half-an-hour shits a day, I can just go into my email, and I don't know if people know this, but you
Base
can just
jitter.
take your thumb and slide it down and it will roll, and you can highlight all of your emails. It's really, really easy. And
Dude, Gmail on the computer has it separated by like promotions, utility bills. You know, it already you could just do like once every few months. I just go to promotions. It's like all ad shit. I just sell. I just nuke all of them. You don't need an assistant for your email.
I click H1 and buy it, whatever it is.
I read every email that comes
I'm
in.
the ad maxer.
I read every email that gets sent to me.
Ad revenue maxist.
I'm the reason they send them.
I'm the target reader.
I'm the 1 in 10,000.
Yeah, I need to go through. I did this before where I went through and I was able to just like highlight and get rid of fucking all of my unwanted emails in Gmail, but I let them stack back up.
You know when
Still have
there's a
my,
ledger leak because you start getting random fucking emails.
Dude, I don't know how I avoided the first leak because I did buy a ledger and I looked myself up and I'm just not there.
Hey,
Yeah, I got fucked
Maybe
because I
you-
bought too many ledgers.
I bought it from their official site too. Like I don't know why I'm not on the leak, but I'm not.
Dude, I just did it right there. Since the moment I started talking about this, I just deleted like 300 and something emails.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, it's productive. Productivity.
better than a Claude bot.
I still have my CryptC emails from 2013, the deposits. Not
Jesus.
deleting those.
So some other things I saw, why I brought this up is I saw a ton of fucking AI news. Ripple, Franklin Templeton backed AI agent startup T54 Labs had a 5 million seed round for AI agent trust infrastructure. And then where was the other one? There was one other AI thing I saw that I thought was kind of crazy.
500 million, you said?
5 million.
Oh, WAP.
Oh,
Okay, so
5 million.
everyone's been using WAP. Have you heard about that? They like bought fucking half a CT, it seems like.
WAP?
Yeah, WAP.
No,
It's a
what's
digital
that?
marketplace where creators sell access to software tools, trading groups, online communities, and learning.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Tether just invested 200 million in them. As part of the deal, WAP will integrate Tether's crypto wallet tool, allowing users to hold and transact in stablecoins such as USDT and US-focused USAT directly on the platform. The integration also gives creators the option to accept digital dollar payments and settle globally without relying on banks or credit networks. That's crazy. 200 million.
Tether put 200 million into that? What the
Into
fuck?
WAP, yeah.
WAP Tether.
WAP.
Jesus, 200 million. Wow.
Just fucking crazy. Let me pull this up. I heard some crazy stat that made me think about CT the other day. It was like talking about people who think, billions like aren't that much because they get like blinded by interacting with and seeing like millions thrown around so often. And it was like let me see. Let me think of how much it was. It was like All right, it was like, how many days is 1 million seconds?
Oh yeah, that comparison.
Do you know,
Oh
Marty?
yeah, versus billions. No, but I know which.
Is a million.
Like 30 days or something.
You know, it's funny. The thing I was watching, the guy said 30 days too. And now it's 11 and a half days. So 30 days is close. The guy was like, most people are like really, really far off. Now, how many days do you think that
Years.
a billion
Years.
dollars or a billion
Years.
seconds would be?
Like
Yeah,
100
years.
years. 100 years. I don't know.
It's 31 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few days versus 30
11
years.
days versus 31 years.
Yeah, a lifetime versus a week, a long week.
Yeah.
If you make $1 a second, it would take you 31 years.
They were talking
For a
about, because
billion.
like someone brought up Elon and like, how oh, well, he's a billionaire. Like, like, oh, all this person has to do is, sell these things, or, like if they were in this position, they could easily get $1 billion. And the guy was like, do you have any idea how much money $1 billion is? Like, like if you use seconds as a metric, right? And you had 1 million seconds, how many days would it be? And they're like, I don't know, 30. It's close. It's 11.
Yeah.
And if you had 1 billion, how many would it be? And they're like, I don't know, like a month. He's like, 31 years.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck?
What?
Well, you have Dell. Did you see Dell donated $6 billion to set up investment accounts for new children?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Is that the
Dude.
whole? Is that the whole fucking like Trump thing? Like you just got to go to some
Trump bucks.
site and apply for it, and
yeah, Trump accounts.
I
or
was gonna
whatever,
ask
but
if you did that, Kobe.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
25 million Trump accounts are funded by Michael and Susan Dell's donation of $6.25 billion. Dude, that's a fuck ton of money. And that's cash. That's not, shares or whatever. Yeah, he's worth like, what, 100-something billion though? From Dell, it's insane. Probably doesn't even feel it.
Oh damn, I'm not showing it. I was like, am I showing this on the screen? Nope, I am not. I was not being good cozy.
Nope.
Here we go.
Dude, look at those puts that just came in, dude.
Yeah.
And the Bitcoin call, dude. Look at the 125K call
that's what I was gonna
March.
say.
But 125K March. Let me see. How much?
Bitcoin vol being out of the 30s though, Marty. You got to be.
We're back, dude. In the 50s, we are fucking back. It was bound to pop. It can only go low for so long, and then it pops for a little bit, and then keeps going down and to the right. Let me see here. 125K, March 27. Yeah, they're only $34 a piece. So he spent, what was it? 22,000 contracts, 3,000 contracts.
2,700.
Yeah, it's like 20. Okay, so what is that? Like 90,000, something? Yeah, around there, 90,000. In premiums. If it goes to 125K, he probably makes fucking tens of millions, right? But what are the odds? Somebody had to sell it, right? Somebody sold it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 7,000 contracts open there. It's a pretty big chunk of that. And that's a weird play. Super out the money like that is an odd play. I mentioned it in the newsletter, but either he knows something that we don't and we're going to all-time high and we're going to double, or he just burned 100K just in case. You know,
I think
we need to be on the lookout for like random announcements, right? Like some crypto laws get passed, some tax thing gets passed. The Clarity Act is all of a sudden up for, to get passed. We're in a position that it could be, a quick little pop like we had today.
Yeah, so we got this on the BTC side, but the ETH side,
There's all those calls are in the money though, dude.
Yeah.
1950, 2000, pretty much. And then a big,
Yeah, we're back
big.
back above 2,000 ETH, bros.
we are
So
so back.
it's a reason to celebrate.
Never thought I'd be excited to see it over 2,000, but here we are.
Yeah. Dubai announced that they're letting 12 flights go out tonight or something. A handful of flights are going out, limited selected flights out
Interesting.
of Dubai. So I don't know what makes them so special, VIP flights, but they got the clearance to let some people or some things out, clearly.
They've declared their war is over.
Not that it's over, but and what's up with this Dubai thing where all these influencers all at the same time all have the same selfie videos, like everything's cool, everything's fine, we're out here at the mall. Like, who fucking cares if you're out there at the mall?
The government, they really care about PR,
Yeah, they're right. They're really, 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 really pushing PR that it's fine.
I mean, but
good.
The type of people that move there, they're the type of people that they really like it there, so they're gonna keep liking it.
Do they really like it?
They like the hookers.
Yeah, I was about to say
they like the gaudy vibes of everything. How everything is like fucking gold plated.
All right.
There's supercars.
They're there for the hookers.
They're there for the hookers.
Gold plated hookers.
This is true. No, it's the different kind of person to move to a zero tax country. I've been to a few of them, and they're kind of all the same people. Some people like the tropics and the Bahamas. Some people like, the desert in Dubai. Some people like Monaco, Euro lifestyle. But they're all kind of the same. And that if you ever ask them why they moved there, anybody, the first thing that they say is the taxes. They don't say, I like the beach. Oh, I like that I have a boat.
Yeah.
The weather's always nice. It's never that. That's always second, third order things. The first thing is taxes.
It always feels like half of them are from the UK.
They are. They are. UK has a
literally all the millionaires that are leaving the UK. It's like that's them.
How many?
All the bloody millionaires moving to Dubai.
Yeah.
How many millionaires left? 16,000, dude. 16,000.
It's the country that's losing the most per year. Losing millionaires.
Wow. They're moving to UAE, Switzerland, and other.
I mean, the UAE is going to be like less radical Muslim than the UK.
It's true. You might just get bombed on a fucking Sunday afternoon.
That's just life.
And what about Oman, dude? No, they're like, we're not hitting Oman, dude. Oman's right fucking there. It's right next to.
Are they getting bombed?
Right? No, they're not. That's what I mean.
No.
They're like, no, we're not doing this. Okay, this is retarded. Dude, sometimes Google is retarded. I said London to Dubai time, right? Like, I was expecting the time zone or flights, right? It's like, if you go by car, it's 72 hours. I'm like, dude, why would I want to know that?
That would be
I want to know the flight time.
Dude, that would be an adventure.
7 hours and 8 hours. 8.5. 7.5 and 8.5.
Dude, if you go by car from London to Dubai, you're gonna remember that for life.
Dude, that's a sick drive, dude. France, Germany, Austria, Croatia, Serbia,
Syria,
Bulgaria, crossed
Iraq.
into Turkey. No. Crossed into Turkey, down. You stay above Syria. Yeah, through Iraq, Kuwait, and down on the
Yeah,
hook. Yeah, fuck. That would be a crazy.
Iraq would be the tension point.
Yeah, right on the fucking
That's
border
where
of
the
the war
trip
zone.
either like you either make it or you break it.
Yeah, that was the real test. 72. It's gonna take you more than 72 hours. Take you fucking a week. But when I was in Turkey, dude, there was so many Russians and Ukrainian cars, plated
Yes, yeah,
cars
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in Turkey from right when the war kind of kicked off.
Yeah,
We'll make that drive, dude.
Georgia, Turkey, all of the Balkans.
Hmm.
That's where they're at.
When do we think this war will be over? Yesterday they were saying that it's going to go on for weeks.
Mm,
It's a little
Dude.
hard to tell because the Iran is like split into like the army is big. They're split into like different command points or whatever. It's a really big country, but I don't know the levels of motivation when they keep losing the leadership rank every day.
Yeah.
Like eventually, and I saw that Lebanon said they're gonna like clamp down on Hezbollah. So Iran is like alone.
Yeah,
Pretty
but who's
crazy.
buying all of Iran's fucking
Yeah,
stuff?
but it's like, I mean, you see how they are. Like they're like fucking leaving them out to dry. Like Russia ain't doing shit.
They have their own war to fight, dude. They don't want to get into
If
whatever is
yeah,
happening.
if they stop that war, then they really don't need them anymore. Like they don't need Iran anymore because they were getting their drones from there.
mm,
Dude, nobody's flying. That's fucking crazy. I know it's nighttime there, middle of the night, but nobody's flying over. There's one plane over Jordan. There's no planes over Iraq. There's one in Lebanon.
Is there anything over
There's
Saudi
none
Arabia?
nothing. Yeah, Saudi Arabia, plenty. They're all going north, like Turkey, Armenia,
Yeah,
Azerbaijan. We're going south around Saudi Arabia. But the most tracked flight, 73,000 people watching, is Dubai. It just took off from Dubai. So there's flights happening. 2 flights, 3 flights
did
right
you
now.
see that like a few days before this? Did you see Afghanistan was attacking Pakistan?
Yes.
Like the Taliban. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff is happening.
yeah, I'm like I guess I think that it won't last too much longer. Yeah, maybe a couple weeks with that.
Yeah,
But
I wonder if
neighboring
it's like
planes flying are already
if Iran becomes unstable, then Afghanistan is right at the border. Wonder if the Taliban is gonna be like, this village is ours now.
This whole country is ours. No, you know what's crazy is we see tons of videos and shit of everybody else getting hit, but I only saw a few of Iran actually being hit. There was videos and a ton of damage, but it's not like people are fucking
Because
live
they have like a
streaming.
blackout for the citizens. Like it's hard to get anything out of the internet.
Yeah,
It would need to be
get a
footage
Starlink there, dude.
from. It would need to be footage from the U.S. or from Israeli forces.
And can we trust that?
I don't
Dude,
know.
the U.S. took some casualties, dude. A boat was hit. You know, they had the plane knockdowns, but nobody was dead there. But they said
Did
they had
anyone die?
yeah. They said it was like 4 deaths or something so
Damn.
far. Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
Rip.
Because they always say like, "Oh, there's no U.S. casualties." Well, there's plenty, more than one.
There's more than one.
Dude, that's a lot, dude. Just people dying.
Every what do they say? Every life is a story.
What?
They call it. You know what the name of the operation is?
Fast Fury or some shit.
roaring, epic lion.
Operation Epic Fury.
Dude, that I bet Cash Patel came up with that shit.
No,
So they're
probably
saying
the,
3 service members died, 5 are seriously wounded. They hit a boat, dude. They hit a fucking, not the aircraft carrier, maybe a destroyer.
Like
but they
where
hit
in the Caspian Sea? What boat? In the
I
Gulf?
don't know. We can find it. But they're saying, oh, people died. They're not saying, oh, we took a fucking hit and people died. You know, like how they
Yeah.
worded it was. Let me see. I'm pulling it on the Twitter. Dude, Twitter service is fucking terrible. The search service is horrible. It's horrible. 3 F-15s downed. Okay, that was
Kuwait.
friendly fire. Yeah, that was friendly. And yeah, they're hiding it, but the boat got hit. Four dead. Confirmed dead. Dude, what about this fucking Austin, Texas thing? Did you see this?
Talk to me.
Dude, the guy just opened up fucking fire at a bar in Austin. Killed like, I think it was like 12 people, dude.
Oh yeah. And there was some other thing in Ohio, wasn't there?
Oh, sorry.
Stabbing?
2 dead and
Stabbing or something?
14 wounded. 3 dead, 14 wounded.
Dude, I gotta go. Actually, gotta go right
Peace.
now. Bye bye.
Well, that's fine then. Whatever.
Peace.
Whatever, dude.
What else we got, dude? What the world's tipping. Any good news?
Only good news is that internal testing for Cayenne is complete. We are, as you know, just finishing up with market maker onboarding and integration, and then we will be going live for our closed mainnet launch. Well, I should say our capped, not closed. It's open to whoever gets in first.
Are we gonna do special codes or I'm
So
learning
at
things
ETH
too.
Denver, I gave out codes. Me and Weka did. So we do have
Okay.
codes to ensure people can get in, but then it will be just open for anyone to after we'll probably give it a day or two for people to who have codes to get on before we just open it.
Okay.
But yeah,
We need a countdown stream, dude, with some fireworks and some shit.
we definitely will. Like launch day, I will DM you and just say, all right, let's get on stream for the next hour.
Okay. Works.
Can stream some early trades.
Let's do it. You guys can watch me get orders in real time.
My body is ready.
My body's ready. Dude, this plane, I don't know, it's a Dassault Falcon 8X. It's one of those with 3 engines, one on the top and the back, private jet. Flew in from, where is this? Flew in from Monaco. Dude, this is sick, dude. So what is that, Nice, right? Nice, France? Yeah, Nice, Abu Dhabi. Just fucking went in, landed, and took right back off. Pick somebody up and fucking exfilled them. Dude, people are fleeing, dude. This isn't good, dude.
I'm trying to get the
Not
fuck
good.
out of there.
Yeah. High Stakes Capital flew out last night in the middle of the night from Oman. From Muscat, I think is Muscat is the name of the city. But Anyways, guys, stay safe. I wrote about it in the newsletter.
Dude,
Stay
I'm pissed.
safe.
I got
fellas.
my fucking Pokemon Legos, but I didn't get my region badge collection. I need to email them and find out what's up with that.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Hmm.
It was the promo one if you bought all three, or if you got the trio, right?
I bought all three though. I bought the trio, bought Pikachu, and bought Eevee.
That Eevee, so good.
I like the Eevee.
Mm-hmm. The Pikachu was a little fucked, right? It was the Pikachu that was fucked. One of them was like ugly.
What if what?
One of them was ugly. Was it the Pikachu?
Pikachu. Yeah, the Pikachu.
Yeah, the Pikachu was fucking ugly. All right, well, I gotta jump too. Let's fix this shit, get everything up, running, and let's go.
Yep, we will be back on Wednesday. Enjoy your week.